Yes.
Good morning, everyone.
Good
Am I
Good
audible?
morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yes. So all of you, welcome for my first session. Actually, I wanted to have see how many of them are attending. Prasad sir.
30.
Okay. I think it's 8 already, so we'll start. To begin with, actually, I wanted to see the whole screen, the layout probably. Is it possible, Prasad sir? We can take a minute so that people are joining. I can see. Is the screen visible, all of y'all?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay, fine, good. So probably because of the bandwidth issue, we are not visible. So let's begin with the session. So friends, once again, good morning. And I would request all of you all to keep your mics mute. And if you want
Good morning,
to,
madam.
good morning, sir. And if you want to speak, you can unmute it. So please check that your mic is muted so as to avoid the distraction. Obviously, videos are off. So let's begin with this particular topic. The subject which I'm going to conduct this semester is HR compulsory generic core subject, that is strategic management. So you can see the details about the credits and what that course is. It's a compulsory generic course and 3 credits. I will not go into details about the other things regarding the evaluation pattern and the assessment things and all, because we'll see it in the next session. I would like to utilize this particular session today to introduce myself as well as the subject I'm teaching, and also have a little interaction with you all, as it is my first interaction with all of you. But definitely at the end of the session, at least 1 or 2 concepts within the subject will be able to learn. So basically, my name is Professor Dr. Rachna Shikre, and in short, I'll just describe myself that I've been teaching in learning and development area since last 20 years. I've been into certain various educational institutions in Pune and in corporate, that is Tech Mahindra, and now I'm with Matrix as a full-time faculty. So once again, I welcome you, and we'll begin with today's session. So as per the updated syllabus, here is the updated syllabus course outcomes which I would like to share. It will give us an idea how we are going to go about with this particular subject, that is strategic management. This course, we are going to, I think somebody's mic is on. If please that is muted, it will be good. Hello. Well, so this course is regarding strategic management, and here is the updated syllabus. So these are various cognitive abilities which we are going to try to enrich during our sessions, during our discussions, through certain evaluating activities. Maybe we will also have case study, and apart from this session. So there would be certain ways I would be asking you all to submit the submissions or the assignments. It could be a learning diary, or it could be a tutorial, or we'll see how it can be worked out. And as we proceed ahead with the course, I'll be giving you an idea about how we are going to go ahead. Definitely before the session, I'll be announcing it in the earlier session, so don't worry about it. So basically, when we talk about the cognitive abilities, first one is remembering. The course outcome is we will be describing the basic terms and concepts in strategic management, that will be starting from today itself. Understanding, that is understanding the various facets of strategic management in real world context. Here we'll be taking certain case studies, day-to-day examples as well. Understanding, that is describing the trade-offs within and across strategy formulation, implementation, and appraisal. That is how the strategy is formulated, how it is implemented, and how it is further appraised. So this full cycle, full process will be trying to understand. We'll be learning throughout our course. As far as the applying cognitive ability is concerned, we'll understand how to integrate the aspects of various functional areas of management to develop a strategic perspective. So you'll get some kind of an understanding. Maybe we can take a whole company and as an example, and understand how that company has formulated its strategic strategies, and which are the functional areas where they are applying it and how they are applying it. Further, we'll be analyzing this particular cognitive ability. Basically, the output of this particular cognitive ability would be in understanding the nature of the problems and challenges confronted by the top management team, and the approaches required to function effectively as strategists. So this as well will be having certain case analysis, and I would also at this moment involve you all into this particular case analysis. So as we go ahead with the session, I would expect that apart from whatever is being taught in the session, you'll be reading certain things. Obviously, the recommended books are given, But apart from that also, there are certain newspaper, there are certain links on the website. So I would expect that proactively you will read that, because the topic will be announced in advance. So that will help you understand what I'm going to teach you all in the next session. Further, creating, the outcome would be you'll be able to develop the capability to view the firm in its totality in the context of its environment. Now, friends, let me also make you aware that all of you are working in some company or on some project. So I sometimes would help you all understand or make the task and time management as far as learning things are concerned. Your SIP learnings can also be contributed as an example, because it could be a company or it could be a project considering secondary data. So that can also be quoted here, so that the efforts are reduced. We'll be managing smartly as far as this time management is concerned. So that would be the approach. So regarding the subject pattern, the courses for this particular semester, whichever I'm going to take, these are the subjects for the third semester which I'm responsible for. That is strategic management, that is 301 course, GC11. This is the course which we are right now considering. And the other one is 308, that is project management. So these two are the important courses which I am responsible for. Apart from this, specialization wise, HR operation and performance management system, these are the other two subjects. So this is regarding the subject allocation which I am responsible for. Moving ahead, let's now begin with our topic, that is strategic management. As per the Savitribai Phule Pune University, here is the brief overview of the syllabus so that we get an idea what all things we are going to walk through here. I am particularly mentioning here walkthrough because being Zoom session, we will be having time crunch. In one-to-one, we can, go beyond the limits and, have some interaction, some activities, elaborate discussions. And that is how with Zoom session, there is a little time limit, and that barrier we are going to overcome by your proactiveness, your involvement in the understanding this particular subject, proactively asking me questions, maybe at the end of the course or maybe through WhatsApp or email, definitely. Because this is a very, very important subject and I want you all to understand it. And as it is, you all are working, some of you all are working in the corporate or maybe business. So definitely, I'm sure this subject would be helpful in better understanding of the same. So here, these are the 5 main chapters: understanding the strategy, analyzing company's internal environment, generic competitive strategies, strategic implementation, and blue ocean strategy. So I will try to make each and every chapter as simple to understand so that you all can attend the session and understand what that particular chapter is all about. And definitely based on the topic or the session which I'm delivering, you'll be able to attempt the quiz which will be conducted, or the test or the evaluation which will be conducted by me. So let's move ahead. These are some of the recommended books, so you can go through it later. So apart from these books, there are certain websites, courses available online as well. I would also make an appeal to you all to go through it in this week, because you may never know which book or which site or which article may click you, because everyone's pace of understanding, everyone's depth of understanding differs a little bit. So check which book is you're comfortable with, or which website you find good things as far as this subject is concerned. So this week we can even share with each other probably in the class or on the group, that is subject wise group is also designed. So in that WhatsApp group you can mention that can we have this particular website referred or what. So I'll be assisting you all in WhatsApp interaction as well. That reminds me to share one more thing. As it is a Zoom platform, there may be a chance that there would be some disruption, distraction, or disconnection or dropping. Please remember, we will be in such case, if I drop out as a facilitator, as a resource person, I will immediately try to re-log in. Else, we will be interacting through the WhatsApp group. Maybe some exercise or some activity I'll be assigning so that that session doesn't go for a waste. So definitely we'll try to utilize each and every minute that is being given to us and make the most of it. So this is the detailed chapter 1, which will be dealing with this 2 or 3 sessions probably. Actually here they have mentioned 9 sessions, but we'll try to fit in maybe 5 sessions. Let's see how we proceed ahead. So today, these are the 2 points which I'll be touching, that is concept of strategy and level of strategy. These are the 2 concepts which I'm going to touch base today. The other remaining points of this particular chapter we'll be seeing as we go ahead. So friends, the learning objective of this session are to introduce you all to the concept of strategy. What is a strategy? I mean, what is a strategy made for? So understanding of what a strategy is. Then generate awareness of the strategic business scenario that is around us in various companies. Appreciate the level of strategy. So the level of strategy are in 3 or in some case 4, that is corporate, business, and functional. We'll see today these levels as well. Moving ahead, let's begin with the session. So basically around us we can see, especially in this pandemic scenario, there is so much uncertainties and multi-dimensional challenges. बहुत सारे रिस्क से हम जा रहे हैं, बहुत सारे महामारी से जा रहे हैं, तो इसका असर पूरे ग्लोबल सिनारियो पे भी पड़ा है. There is a definite challenge which is there, which is a unique situation after so many years, which is faced by each and every individual on this planet at the same time in the same way. I think this is a unique scenario we are facing together. So definitely in such uncertainties, there are multiple challenges which all of us are facing in our day-to-day life, in our day-to-day routine. Same in a bigger aspect, in a bigger intensity, in a bigger depth, the problems are being faced by the economy as well, as you understand, the global economy. So business sustainability is becoming very crucial due to the new socio-economic challenges that are faced by all of us. And to sustain in the unpredictable scenario, companies are striving to come out with some innovative new ideas. They may come up with concepts. They may come up with certain new product lines. Maybe some new services may come up as their strategic plan, as a part of their strategic plan. So that is their strategy to handle the situation from long-term visibility of its mission. So when I say that, okay, I'm facing a pandemic situation. So as a student, okay, I'll consider myself as a student. So what will be my strategy, or rather this particular session which we are attending? The college has taken a very important stand of, reducing the loss of students and immediately taking help of the technology, taking help of the infrastructure which is available with Matrix, and immediately arranging this particular Zoom sessions. Very few colleges have initiated. So definitely this is appreciated. And this is the strategy which Matrix have, followed to get the most of the time through Zoom sessions so that students are benefited the most and we manage the time. So that is our strategy. Your strategy would be in your day-to-day life to manage your work as well as work from home thing with the studies. So you will manage it in your own way. So if you think from the traditional view, you may not find anything new or something which is workable solution. Please remember that whenever there is unfavorable situation, not necessarily always the strategies are devised in unfavorable situation, but most of the time whenever there is unfavorable situation, there is some innovative ideas, or the path that is not walked earlier being experimented, so that some new alternative solutions are worked out, so that long term goal is achieved. So basically, when we talk about strategy, we need to have that clarity that the term strategy is used in organizational context as far as this particular syllabus and the topic is concerned. So we are going to talk it from the organizational context. So basically, strategy is something which the strategists do. कौन करता है ये formulation? A strategist, a leader of that particular organization. So basically, there are set of actions, and there are set of various resources, and together these are utilized and they are set up to deliver better performance than before and gain better competitive advantage in the market. So that is the reason why strategy is formulated. So it's a business approach to a set of competitive moves that are designed to generate a successful outcome. So the word strategy has been derived from Greek word strategia or strategos, but there is some kind of argument on this thing as well, because some of them don't consider that Greek word was first established. But we'll not go in that details. The meaning of strategy has been derived something related to a particular general, for example, a general which is a position, a role in the army. So which gives the direction to the military force. So we should understand the meaning in this context. This will give us a pathway. This will give us a direction in a disciplined, systematic way. But unfortunately in today's world, strategy का मतलब बहुत diplomatically लिया जाता है, a war winning diplomacy की तरह. So today the industries have recognized this word as they want to defeat the competitor. मैं उससे अच्छा कैसे बनूं, मैं उसको खत्म करके अपना झंडा कैसे आगे बढ़ूं, झंडा लेके. So friends, this is not the intention of devising, framing and executing a strategy. Okay, so the reason for strategy is only to progressively, constructively move ahead, to face the challenges, to face the risk in a better way with innovative ideas, innovative solutions. So a strategy of a corporation is a comprehensive master plan, how corporations will achieve its mission and objective. And I hope you'll understand that every organization has its own mission, has its own vision. And to achieve this mission and vision, there are certain objectives that are drilled down. आप वो objective achieve करते जाओ certain task के हिसाब से, and you will ultimately reach to the goal and thereby achieve the mission also, follow the mission and the vision of that organization. And every organization has its own vision and mission. So next session, I want you all to understand the vision and mission of two things, that is of matrix. What is the mission and what is the vision statement? I want all of you all to understand that. And second thing, those who are doing the SIPs in various companies, that is the second thing they'll do. They'll also try to understand the vision and the mission statements of their companies where they're doing the SIP, or some selected companies where probably people are doing desk research also. So maybe some sample company they can pick up randomly and understand that particular company's vision and mission. So that will be expected. I will ask questions on that maybe in the next session. So a strategy can be developed at all levels of an organization. Very important slides, friends. So when we talk about corporates or business strategy, at the top you can see mission. In the middle you see strategy, and at the end you see the tactics. Basically, companies need to focus on their mission. What business are we in? That is the main purpose of that particular organization. The full focus of the top management should be on the mission of that particular organization. Leaders need to respond to strategic problems quickly and effectively. So here the top officials or the authority are responsible for any kind of quick assistance from their lower level where the strategies are being defined with the help of the middle management. The responsible group of people are the top management. A strategy is a business approach to a set of competitive moves that are designed to generate a successful outcome. That is what the organization is set for. And this particular, I would refrain students from scribbling on the screen, please. This session is recorded, and who is actively doing what will be identified by the participants list. So please refrain yourself from this kind of childish activity. Here I would like also to ask you all to mark your attendance in the link which is provided in the chat box. So there is a link. I would expect you all to simultaneously visit the chat box and click the link to mark your attendance. Moreover, if you have any questions during the session also, please leave your questions in the chat box. So I'll understand, okay, somebody has asked me a question, and if time permits, I'll answer it in the session itself, or maybe in the next session, or maybe in the WhatsApp group, I'll take it ahead so that that particular point is addressed today itself. So basically, when you see this particular business pyramid, I hope you understand that the top part over here is the mission, which is being devised by the top management. The middle management is actually going to have certain tasks so that they are achieving the measured objective or quantifiable objective. Means what? The top management at the top of this particular pyramid is the responsible group for designing and proposing and finalizing the strategy. But in order to devise that strategy, there should be some certain drill down objective which the middle management does, and these has to be measurable. For example, suppose I say that I'm into say telecom business and I want to expand my business into Latin America and increase the customer base. Or I just say that I want to increase the customer base of my business, and geographically also I want to expand. When I give this statement, it is not measurable. When we say measurable or quantifiable, it has to be given with some values so that it is appropriately given with some quantifiable values. So for example, I would say that I would like to expand my business in Latin America. So my geographical boundaries are defined, how I'm going to, in which direction I'm going to expand. And I would like to increase my customer base from 10,000 to 15,000 in the next quarter. Now here you will see the difference between unquantifiable and quantifiable objectives. That is measurable objectives having certain values associated to it. So when such values are associated, it becomes comfortable or convenient for the middle management to assign tasks to the operational staff so that they can understand the meaning of those objectives and try to achieve them by their day-to-day assignments, by their day-to-day work. So basically here we would like to recall one more concept over here, that is strategic things and tactical things. Friends, the higher level are responsible and are involved in strategic things, whereas the operational staff are involved in tactical things. Things, money, work, as well as decision making. Okay, so Tactical things are the operational things, the day-to-day things. Whereas when we talk about strategy, it is about the high level decision making, wherein the company's focus is on the company's mission. So it's a high level kind of decision making process. Moving ahead, and one more thing to mention, as this business pyramid is there in front of you, there is something called as authority and responsibility. I would like to just quote over here so that you will understand again more better the flow of the pyramid, how this particular is actually implemented in the organizations, whether small or big. At the top, when we say from bottom to up, okay, from bottom to up, the responsibility goes, and from top to bottom, the authority can be delegated. Means what? Suppose in this class I say that from next session one student from you will be taking the attendance. Right now sir is helping me, so if suppose he is not available or we have certain adjustment, I ask, but then you will not be able to take it until and unless you have that privilege. So that authority which sir has to be delegated to you, has to be passed on to you. Only then you'll be able to carry out the responsibility. But conducting or taking or marking the attendance still remains with us. The final responsibility still remains with us. So that is the flow. The responsibility at lower level is at the operational level. It goes up from bottom to top, it increases. Whereas when we talk about authority for getting certain work done, it flows from top to bottom. Because until and unless I give you authority to carry out the thing, you will not be able to complete that task. So this is very interesting thing, friends. Let's start our class. When I say A for apple, you will laugh. Okay, ye kya class hai? A for apple. But now please take a look at this particular scenario. We'll go a little fast because we have, I think, how many minutes we have, sir? Prasad sir?
7 minutes.
Hello? Sorry?
7 minutes.
7 minutes.
Yes.
That is a very less of time. So probably we may not be able to complete the second part of this particular portion. So I'll go a little bit fast. So basically I wanted to recall this particular Apple example when I joined Tech Mahindra, and before that what was the scenario of phones. But probably this example is little big, so I will take this example maybe in the next class. We'll go directly to the levels as the business pyramid is also explained. I'll take you to the next slides. That is levels of strategy, because just now you have gone through the business pyramid, so you will be able to relate it to it so that this complete point is marked in this particular session. So when we talk about the levels of strategy, it is corporate, business and functional, as well as operating strategies we can identify over here. So friends, when we talk about strategy, it can be formulated in these levels. Talking about the diversified company as an example, I hope you understand what we called as a diversified company. That is with multi-dimensional product line or service lines. Okay, maybe it might be geographically also expanded. So here is the example of a diversified company. So at the corporate level, at the top level, you can see the responsibility of corporate level is with the high level managers. The strategy is formulated for your organization as a whole. Corporate strategy deals with decisions related to various business areas in which the firms operate and probably also compete, because that might be their core area of working or their whatever organizational work they are involved into. So for example, your firm may have 4 distinct line of business operations. It could be, say, automobile, heavy machinery, entertainment, and telecom. Because I have associated with Tech Mahindra, immediately these 4 sectors, these 4 lines or segments were visible in front of me. So it defines the business area in which your firm will operate and have synergy at the corporate level. So here, the top management and the team is responsible for formulating the corporate strategy. And the strategy reflects the path towards attaining the vision of your organization. And as I said, vision and mission, you're going to see it in the next session. Coming the level below, the business unit level, wherein the business strategies are formulated, and the responsible group is the business level general managers. And here the strategy is formulated to convert the corporate vision into reality. जो भी सपना top management में देखा है, उसको achieve करने के लिए there need to be certain vision that is being shared. Okay, so the business level strategies are decided upon by the heads of these particular units. In certain organizations that there are strategic business units, जैसे department की तरह, but then they are more responsible in strategic management also. So they are called as strategic business units. And the heads of these particular units and their team, in light of the specific nature of the industry which they operate, they are active. For example, maybe the firm may choose overall cost leadership as a strategy as far as the telecom business is concerned, or maybe differentiation in automobile business, and then focus to be diverted towards the health industry or the health business of that same diversified company, considering the current corona pandemic. Means what? There is a strategic decision which is being brainstormed that we have certain 2 to 3 segments of our business. So in this pandemic, instead of telecom or machinery or automobile, let's focus more on the healthcare business of our company. So this way the business strategies are devised. At functional level, strategy is formulated to realize the business unit goals and objectives using the strengths and capabilities of your actual organization. The functional strategies relate to the different functional areas which a strategic business unit has. For example, when we talk about any functional strategy or any functional strategy which is implemented in an organization, there could be functional areas such as R&D, manufacturing, marketing. These are all divisions. So the responsible heads of this particular various functional activities will be prominently heading this particular part. For example, marketing strategy for an automobile business, which is followed by differentiation strategy, may translate into launching and selling of multiple variety of SUVs through company level retail outlets. So this may be the result of distribution of objective of opening 5 outlets in the city as a strategy and producing 3 variety of SUV maybe in the next quarter at the production level. So this realization is given by the functional staff. Okay. So basically this is the operational level strategic pyramid, which is given in this particular slide. You can read it later on, as we have only less than a minute. So here basically today we have introduced ourselves to the basic concept of strategy, and we have appreciated the level of strategy such as corporate, business and function. The second point we'll see it in the next session. So here I end my session. In the next session, we are going to see the second point and strategic management, strategic intent, which is the next part in the syllabus. And I would request you to read about SWOT, also read about matrix and your company's vision and mission, as I have just mentioned. And in the chat box, the link is given for your attendance. I would request all